Good day everyone! So finally today I have decided to make a vlog about how to use markers, and we'll be teaching you the basics. For the information of everyone, I am not a professional artist, so I will be speaking based on my experiences, and at the end of the day you can still find your own ways and techniques how to use these markers. So join me and let us learn together. So for this, I'll be using the art marker. It's from the Shuttle Art. And for the art marker, it has two edges. First one is the fine. The second one is the broad part. So my first tip is that you should be familiarized on the strokes of your markers. So for example, on the fine part, you can draw thin lines and you can also draw thicker lines. On the other hand, in the broad part, you can draw thick shade, thinner one, sexier one. There are many kinds of strokes. So my first tip is that be familiarized with it because it is very important when you are drawing. So I will give you an example. When drawing trees, I usually use the fine part in drawing the exterior part. And then later on, using the broad part, I will color it. And then, if I want to make branches, and then later on, I want to make thinner strokes of branches, and then thinner one. The second tip that I can give you is that when you are dealing with one dark color and one light color, always remember that the problem with drawing with markers is that unlike painting, you can no longer undo or erase what you have drawn. So for example, when I want to draw a flower, and I want to color it with light marker, and then later on I want to put shades of dark color, take note that darker markers can still erase the lighter marker. On the other hand, if you put the darker marker first and you want later on you decided to put a lighter color, you can no longer do it. So my advice is that shade the lighter marker first and then put the darker marker after you have decided where to color or where to paint the lighter one. Third tip, when you are coloring a space, for example, I want to color this circle. So there are two kinds of strokes. The first one is that I will be doing it fastly. The next circle, I'll be doing it slowly. So you see the difference when doing it slowly and fastly. So here's another one. I'll be doing it fastly and I'll be doing it slowly. You see the quality of doing it slowly and fastly. Here the color is more solid and you cannot even notice the gap between the spaces. Unlike when doing it fastly, you can notice the strokes and the color is lighter. For the fourth tip, let's talk about blending. So when you are blending two colors, I would advise that you let the first color dry first before you put the second color. I will give you two scenarios. First scenario is that putting the first layer and after a while it's still wet and then you've decided to blend it with the second color. The second scenario is that I will put the first color and then wait for it to dry.
A few minutes later.
When it's dry enough, apply the second color. So you see the difference when blending wet colors and dry colors. So the first one, you apply the second color when it's still wet, and the second one, you let the first color dry first. So as you can notice, the blending here is smoother and the blending here doesn't look good. And the last tip I can give you for this tutorial is shading. So usually we do shading with two similar colors but have different shades. So for example, I will be drawing lids. So there are 3 steps to do shading. First, put the lighter color first, and then after that, put the darker color. The second step is putting the darker color first, then put the lighter color. And the third step to do it is draw the leaves, let it dry for a while, and then put the second layer using the same marker. And you'll see there are 3 ways of making shades. So I hope you like my first tutorial, and if you like this tutorial, please like and subscribe. And if you want more tips, please comment down below or please let me know, so I'll be continuing to do this kind of videos. So once again, thank you for watching and God bless you.